I could keep making videos about Kundalini awakening, going through the basic Kundalini awakening principles, differences between activation and awakening, and on and on and on and on and on, right? Like so many other channels. Yeah. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to keep... Put it down in the comments. Yeah, I want you to keep going over the basics. You haven't covered it yet. If you say that, have you watched my older videos? If you haven't watched my older videos, I've covered all that stuff. So instead of waiting for that stuff to be covered again, you've already got it. It's already in my older videos. Most of the people that come and train with me, that take my trainings, are not beginners. So what is the point in me covering things that so many other channels cover? The basics of Kundalini awakening, the symptoms of Kundalini awakening, what it feels like. For the most part, as I said, and I've said before, most people who do this and teach this, it's questionable to see the level they've been to. And that's okay. I'm not trying to diss that. Everybody has their level. Everybody has their work. But I want this to go deeper, this channel. I've said this over time and time again. But this is what we need to do. And not just with Kundalini awakening. You will see I offer you a free initiation into some very ancient Egyptian techniques, which we will also keep working on in this channel because it's all energy work. Why am I telling you all this? Are you still even watching now? Or have you got bored? Those who've got bored, I've done this for a reason, because this message is probably not for the majority of the people. The people still watching, it's more likely for you. I'm not going to follow the rules of YouTube of tell people what they're going to do right at the beginning, cut out all the sections and the breaths and the pauses. Because if you're that type of person, this work is not for you. So I will get to the point here, because this is a very deep, powerful point. People who connect to the energy, or to an energy, whether it's chi, prana, shakti, the tantric energies, they get to a point and they become energy healers, and they're giving sessions, and very happy doing that, and they're even making good money with this new spiritual business that they're doing, and they're helping and they're healing. But that will only take you so far. The energy will only take you so far. Whether you've studied that with me, most people who study with me go further than that. Some people aren't quite prepared, and so they have to stay at that stage for a while before they continue. That's fine. Everybody's at that place. But that's where most courses, most trainings stop. Mine go way deeper. And I wish to discuss these things with you here, to offer these things to you for free. And so these people, I say, okay, so what now? I've been doing this for a year. I've been doing this for 2 years. I feel the energy, but my body moves. I can move other people. Not that it's about moving other people. I can offer people experiences. So what now? A question like that is a very interesting question. Because if I ask you very simply now, what is enlightenment? You can see many theories. Enlightenment is impossible to attain in this lifetime. Enlightenment has only been accomplished by 3 or 4 people, and that was right before they died. So enlightenment is an impossibility, and don't even bother doing it. And anyone that claims to have it is a fake. Because they are bound by the construct of you must do good on this earth to reach heaven. You must be a warrior to reach Valhalla. You must do something this entire lifetime to possibly achieve it in your next, but then the next it'll be the same, or after you die. How ridiculous is that idea? You must work for something this entire lifetime for no reason. However, you will never reach any level of enlightenment. There are many. Whilst you understand enlightenment is a goal, is nirvana, is heaven, is Valhalla, is whatever you want to call it. Because it's not a goal. It's not a place to get to. It's a state of being. People who live by the beach don't tend to go to the beach very often. People who live in ski resorts, unless it's their job, they don't tend to go skiing every day. When you have something right next to you, most people do not take advantage of it. To go on holiday, you must go somewhere exotic, somewhere different, rather than seeing the local museums. How many people actually bother to visit their local museums? They prefer to go on a trip, an hour, 40 minutes, 3 hours to go to another museum rather than their local. Most people believe that you can only be happy so long. Because then when you're happy for a certain amount of time, you'll get bored with happiness and you'll look for conflict. You'll look for change. That's just the way it is. That's the way we're built. No, that is the way we are programmed. Now here I have to ask you. This might not seem quite a linear conversation, but there's a reason. There's always a method to the madness of the way I say things. What is boredom? To you, what is boredom? If I say to you, if you do yoga, do a sun salutation. If you don't know what that is, go for a walk. Keep doing that sun salutation, or that, not really a burpee because you get tired doing it, or go for that walk and keep walking until you reach a state of boredom. And just keep walking, or just keep doing more sun salutations. If you get tired, slow down, but just keep going. And going. And going. And going. And going. One of the worst things we have for our lives in this is a 5-day work week and a 2-day weekend. Now, I'm not trying to promote working 7 days a week. That's not my point. But my point is, if you've ever had a time in your life where you never had a weekend, you worked 7 days a week, life wasn't as stressful. The stress comes from the break. Most people's peak stress is Sunday evening as they think about the week ahead. If we look at this in a year, you have a holiday. People's most peak point of stress is the night before they have to start that year-long process of work. If you don't have that rest, if you don't have that weekend, you don't have that stress. Now, again, I'm not promoting no holiday. I'm not promoting no weekends, no breaks. That is not the point here. If anything, I'm the opposite. I promote a 3-day work week. But what is important here is you create that stress by walking until you're bored, by doing nothing, by sitting and doing nothing and getting bored, by doing that sun salutation and getting bored. You have to understand what boredom is. We are built, we are educated, we are programmed to seek external stimuli. When the external no longer gives us, be it dopamine, serotonin, whatever it is, enough, when our body gets used to that, it says, hey, I want more. That's when you have to say, this is discipline, and say, no, I don't want something different. Boredom is a construct that my ego is giving me to make a change. People who reach a certain level, when they connect to the bliss states, through meditation, through whatever, understand, they reach a point and say, now I understand why there are yogis that get to a point, they leave everything in their life and they go and they sit in a cave and they meditate for the rest of their life, or they become a monk and they go to a temple in the Himalayas just to sit and meditate all day long. They get it. That it's not about seeking yet another external stimulus. That happiness is not inconstant, it can be permanent. The true Taoist is not the Taoist monk in the temple. The true Taoist is the person who manages to do this whilst living their daily lives. It's much harder. By holding on to that state of bliss, maybe not at 100%, maybe starting at 10% throughout the day, keeping that connection, building it as you get used to it. It's like learning to drive. At the beginning, it's very complicated, but you just keep practicing and practicing, practicing until you can hold that state of bliss, that state of awe. Feel the connection here. Can you feel it? And you just simply be. Wu-Wei, effortless action, Zazen, just sitting, no more, no less. The scriptures, the ancient texts say, don't look without, look within. Connect within. This is what they are talking about. When you understand boredom is a construct, that you don't need those ups and downs. Those ups and downs, living in the city as a Taoist, you can deal with them, but they no longer affect you. They no longer stress you out. This is very easy when you've connected Shakti and Shiva. You've attained the level of your light body being fully activated. I offer this in my trainings. You can do this through meditation as well. It takes maybe 10, 20 years. That's fine. You can go that way. Transcendental meditation also offers it. It can take a long time. It can be done that way. There are many ways to feel these bliss states. Then you practice and just hold this. When you release the state of boredom, when you embrace the state of bliss, contentment, when you understand the billionaire is lost trying to make the next dollar or euro. They have no idea, they just keep seeking more. When you realize you have enough, when you don't need to travel to be at home in yourself, that is a bonus. This simple idea, combined with this state of bliss, is the first step and level towards enlightenment. Just think about that for a while. Releasing the construct of boredom, embracing the state of bliss, allowing that state in the head, that bliss state, allowing it to embody and flow through your entire body, down to your throat, to your heart, all the way down into your legs, into your arms. Now I understand here, some people will be lost. But how do I do this? This video is too advanced for you. That's fine. Go research other things on my channel. Go to my Reiki channel. Receive the transmissions there too. Reiki isn't as powerful as Shaktipat, but it all helps. That is Reiki Master Skeed. To understand these concepts is exceedingly empowering. There are people on this planet, some gurus, some actors, some authors, that understand this. They live in the present moment. Commonly said, most have no comprehension of what that means. To be, to flow, to become a true beacon of light, emitting the power, the energy, so it may shine upon others. To become an everyday guru, an everyday master. Not sitting on a throne, not being bowed down to by others. It'll be interesting. We can chuckle. When you watch this video, how many views has it had? 100? 200? It's funny. I have videos on my channel that when they're conflictive, when they're judgmental, you can check. Go look at my channel. Get 30,000 views, 50,000 views. But when they're advanced like this, that most people aren't ready for, they don't get many views. Most people aren't ready for this. That's fine. If you are a person that's really learned something from this, leave a comment, like the video. Yeah, do all three things. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. But do these three things. Like the video, leave a comment, Most importantly, go share this on social media, with your friends, with your family, with other people. Not only will that help others, it will also help you be shown more of my videos when they come out, because that's how the algorithms work these days. The more you interact with videos, the more you'll get from those channels. So by doing those three things, it really helps you get more of my stuff. It'd be interesting to see a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line, whether this video is still stuck at 100, 200 views, whether it's grown, whether it's been able to really help people go deep. I hope you have been connecting to the energy throughout this video. For this is Shaktipat. I don't have to say that now. You guys know. If it's the first time and you're hearing this for the first time, go to many of my videos and just connect to the energy, listen to the teachings. I will see you in another video.